1, 2, 3, 4. Hi beauty queens, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a talk through makeup tutorial. This face here is going to be a drugstore makeup look. The main beauty brands that I did use is going to be Maybelline, NYX, and WetnWild. So those three are going to be found at your local drugstore. Also, I did use brushes that were really affordable. All of the brushes, including the beauty blender that I did use today, is going to be by Real Techniques. I really hope that you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial. If you guys are interested into seeing how I got this look today, then please just keep watching the video. Obviously, I already have my brows on, so I'm just gonna move on to my regular regime. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids using the Maybelline Master Concealer. I'm gonna take my beauty blender from Real Techniques and then just blend all of that out. This is going to take away any dark shadows, absorb any oils that are sitting on the lid, and it's just going to call for really great color payoff whenever we go in with eyeshadow. I always prime my eyelids, not necessarily with like a serum or anything, just with concealer. Now I'm gonna set the base of my eyelids using the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the matte and poreless powder, color translucent, so I'm just going to pat that all over my lid. I really like that the powder does give you a matte result, especially on the lid. I do not like shiny eyelids. Taking the Nudes palette by Maybelline, I'm going to take this color using an accent brush by Real Techniques, and I'm going to use this color to highlight my brow bone. Using a Real Techniques base shadow brush, I'm going to be placing this on the outer creases of my eyelid. So I really like to tuck this really deep into the creases. Grab the end of your brush just because it'll be a lot more gentle on the eye and not be so harsh. I like to hold the brush up on top, which is something that I've really been doing recently. What I always do is I always think of half moons. Just because I do have to contour my eyelids, I always just half moon it. Just like that, really keeping it on this outer side. See, right here, it just looks like there's two dark moons there, you know what I mean? And that's what we really want because we're trying to define our crease. I'm gonna be using my finger and taking this color here. It's pretty similar to my skin tone. I'm gonna put this color on the base of my lid. Your fingers make really great tools for makeup application. And I do go in with a few coats just to really make sure that the lid is really nice and highlighted. So let's move on to eyeliner. I just want to give myself a cute little flick using the Wet n Wild H2O Proof. This is just a liquid eyeliner. So I already put on my lashes. I think they're really natural looking, but at the same time, they're pretty glamorous. They just complement the eyeliner so nicely. I'm just like, ooh. So now I'm going to curl my natural lashes along with my falsies. I'm just gonna apply some mascara to my natural and false lashes. This is old school over here. This is the Great Lash Lots of Lashes by Maybelline. So I'm just gonna put like a really thin layer only at the root of the lash. That way it's really tucked in with the natural lashes. Next up is I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to be using Maybelline's Master Prime. This is by Face Studio. It does have that blur technology in it, as well as some redness control. And since I do have sensitive skin, you know, red skin does come along with sensitive skin. So if you do have any redness problems, then try to pick up one of these, because this is what the product looks like. It kind of has like a minted, tinted cream green color to it. It is slightly moisturizing, which is something that I really do like. So now that we have primed our face, I'm going to go in with Maybelline's Fit Me. This is the new look for dewy and smooth looking skin. Since I do have dry skin, I do really like the fact that it's pretty dewy. It really helped me with the dryness of my skin. This is number 230 in the color Natural Buff. This is for normal to dry skin. If you're oily, I wouldn't recommend this, but you can get the other one, the Poreless and Matte Foundation by Maybelline. It is the Fit Me one. It's just blue, not purple. This does have like very minimal to medium coverage, so it is going to cause for a natural luminous look, which is sometimes the look that I do like to go for. Unfortunately, this one doesn't come with a cap, which is kind of annoying because you have to pour it on your hands. I will take my stippling brush by Real Techniques. I'm first going to be placing this on all of the areas that are pretty red on my face, or any breakouts, any extra coverage that I feel needs to be covered up and concealed. I really like stippling brushes. I think it causes for really smooth results. Don't forget to bring it down to your neck and chest. Mix up the motions of how you're applying the product to the face, because you really want the product to really penetrate into the skin, so that we really get a flawless look. So you can go ahead and go in circular motions, buffing up. Really keep that in mind when you are blending in your foundation. So I do want slightly more coverage on certain areas of my face. I am going in with Maybelline's Dream Wonder. This is a Fluid Touch foundation. I really like this teardrop tip to conceal and cover up some of my redness and blemishes. So I only use this for extra coverage. I think I might be a little allergic to this one because every time that I do use it, it does sting on my face. Granted, I do have sensitive skin, but if that's happening to you guys, let me know. I'm taking that last product of the Maybelline Fit Me. I am going to take that product, mix it in with the Maybelline Dream Wonder. I am going to go in with Real Techniques Damp Beauty Blender. I like to do this just to make sure that everything is nice and blended out. There's been times where I've used the stippling brush and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even blend that all out. So anytime that I am working with a brush instead of a beauty blender, I like to top it off using the actual beauty blender. All of the brushes that I'm using today are from Real Techniques, so they're super affordable. Yeah, their brushes are really awesome. I really like them. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my under eye area using the Master Concealer by Maybelline, of course. I'm gonna take my finger and just put it all underneath my eye, especially at your cheekbone, just to make sure that we're doing some extra highlighting in that area. A little product does go a really long way. I like to put the rest of the product on my Cupid's bow, my nose, and then on my forehead. Taking my Damp Beauty Blender, I'm gonna go ahead and blend all of that out. I really do like my cheekbones to be highlighted, so I like to take it all the way to the temple. It does help to define the eyeliner. Concealing is taking away any dark purple bluish circles that may be sitting underneath the eye. I find that it really does help with, you know, the fine lines underneath my eyes. So let's move on to highlighting. I'm going to be using Maybelline's Super Stay 24-Hour Concealer. Underneath the concealer is where you want to put your highlight shade. I like to put a little bit of this under here as well, just to help the contour protrude just a little more. bit more on the nose as well as the forehead. Highlighting is different than concealing. It's going to make certain areas of your face really pull forward, especially whenever we do get to contouring. You're really going to see the end result of that. It really does pull your facial features forward, where contouring pulls everything in. And I love to highlight and contour. It does seem a little bit dramatic to some people, but I love it. When you are highlighting, everything's going to look really, really bright. So please don't judge me with how white I look right now, because we're gonna go back in and put some color back into our face. Now I am going to take the NYX Matte Finishing Spray, and I'm going to spray my beauty blender just a little bit. That way we get a little bit of back moisture put into our face. And this is also gonna help set everything into place, since that spray is a makeup setting spray. Using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. See, this is for normal to oily skin, but it is in the color translucent, which I really like. So I'm gonna put this all over the bottom of my eye. This lash is being a problem child, FYI. So what this is doing is just making sure that all of that concealer and highlighting are going to stay all throughout the day. I'm then going to set my entire face using the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 230. This too is supposed to call for a dewy, smooth look. And I like to put this on over my highlight. That way we're not coming off too bright. I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Bronzer, and this is in the color Terracotta. No, it's called Deep Tan. And I'm going to take some of this product. I used to contour with this all the time. Try not to pass the center of your brow. I just like the look of a really high cheekbone, so I'm putting this right up top. Really make sure that you are blending it out, because at first it's going to appear pretty harsh, but the more that you blend, the more seamless it's going to become. And I do like to contour my nose just a little, so I'm going to take just a little bit of product and I'm going to run it on the sides of my nose. Put some blush on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink Rose. I'm going to be using a Duo Fiber Face Brush to be applying the blush. And I actually like to put the blush like all over my face and my neck and my chest. Next up, I will be using a shimmer highlighter. This is by Wet n Wild and it is by Fergie. So I'm just going to open that and be using a Real Technique brush. This is called a pointed foundation brush. Of course, me being me, I use brushes for whatever the hell I want. I dab at this product just like that. As you can see, it does have some pinkish, nudish, red, orangey tones in there. It does have that pearlescent look to it, which I really, really love. I'm gonna take this pointed foundation brush and I'm going to place this where we put all of that highlight. So I'm pretty much just following my liner. We are putting this mainly on the cheekbone, and I like to push this product all the way back to the hairline. I like to put this product on my Cupid's bow, along the center of my nose, going into the forehead, and to my ears. Why not? I will be taking the Duo Fiber Brush by Real Techniques, and I will be blending all of this product in just to make sure that there are no harsh lines and to make sure that everything is nice and blended out together. I am going to be applying some lip gloss. This is from NYX and it is the Mega Shine Lip Gloss. This is in the color beige, which I really think that they should change the name because this does not look beige to me. So I'm going to open this, and it's really creamy. I like it. So I am going to touch up on the creases of my eye, just because if you are rocking some eyeliner or you have applied some false lashes, it can sometimes change the appearance of how your eyeshadow looks. So that's something that I do like to do. And if I want to darken it up just a little, I will hit these two here and just place it on the absolute outer corner of the eye. That way we get some extra dimension. 1, 2, 1, 2. Literally, since we are working with that black, that's all that you need. I think it makes a difference. So the last step is to set our makeup, and I am going to be using the NYX Matte Finish Spray. Even though I am dry and sensitive, I do like a matte finish. So that's why we're gonna go with the Matte Finish by NYX. And that is our completed look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. It's really beautiful, so luminous, so natural looking. Kind of think it's a little romantic, you know. The makeup is not so cakey. I hope that you guys learned something. I really hope that some of these drugstore products caught your eye. All of the products that I did use will be listed down below per usual in the description box down below, so don't forget to check that out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you guys in my next